Ito.
Yeah, okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast. Today, we are going to talk about the Peruvian national football team, focusing on how they qualify for the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia, why they fight for the qualify for Qatar 2022, and some of the scandals that have surrounded the team over the years.
That's right, Carlos. The Peruvian national team has given us many unforgettable moments, but also some disappointment that supporting will never forget.
Even though not all of our football experience the third excitement that the national team press remember that play.
Absolutely. So let's start by looking back at one of the greatest moments in Peruvian football history. Waiting for the 2010 age 2028 World Cup in Russia.
Hey, ladies, do you remember where you were when Peru qualified for the World Cup?
Of course, I was watching the match with my family. Peru beat the New Zealand 2-0. Everyone went crazy. People were celebrating everywhere.
I think it was one of those rare moments where the entire country was united in the same feeling.
What makes it even more special is that Peru had not qualified for a World Cup since, and that's a gap of 36 years.
And Ricardo Gareca played a huge role in that achievement. Do you think he was the key factor?
Definitely. Gareca built a strong team spirit and gave confidence to players had often been criticized in the past.
I agree. Players such as Paulo Guerrero, Jefferson Farfán, Cristian Cueva, and André Carrillo were performing at a very high level.
Peru also improved significantly during the Grand Champion. They had a difficult start, but they gradually became stronger and success up in the playoff.
Then came the decisive match against New Zealand Lima. Thanks to goal from Farfán Ramos, Peru finally returned to the World Cup.
Was a story night for the continent.
Ah, after the success of Russia 2018, many people expect the Peruvian to qualify again. What do you think went wrong?
My opinion, inconsistent was one of the main problems. Peru played very well in some matches and lost important points in others.
Another use was the aging squad. Many key players were getting older, and that was also young players ready to play STEM.
I really agree. Teams rely heavily on the same players but really the spot for years.
Despite those difficulties, Peru still managed to reach another intercontinental playoff.
Yes, but this time the opponent was Australia.
That match was incredibly fantastic because it's even in a down and had to be decided via penalty short out.
Personally, Peru lost. I remember how the batteries supported were after the match.
It was especially painful because the team was so close that qualify once again.
Some people believe the preparation was good enough, while others think it was simply a matter of value.
What were the reasons Peru missed a fantastic Oco team to reach another World Cup?
Okay, now let's move on to a more controversial subject, the scandal involving the national team.
Famous Italian favorites away from Parliament before the 2018 World Cup.
That's right, fashion created a lot of uncertainty because he was the captain and the team's most important player.
Then he was able to participate in the tournament, but was a very difficult period for both him and the team.
There have also been several cases of indiscipline involving players over the years.
Yeah, some players were criticized for attending parties or out late at night, and other health violations.
Even if those situations don't directly affect results, they can certainly damage the image of the national team.
Despite all that, we should reconcile that under Ricardo Gareca, Peru enjoys one of the most successful periods in this recent history.
The team qualified for a World Cup, received the Copa America um, in 2019, um, and regained international respect. So, what conclusion can we draw from all of this?
Russia in 2018 traveled from Harvard. Recently, is meeting spirit and leader broadcasting.
It also demonstrates the importance of having a long-term sporting project and develop talent.
And finally, it reminds us that scandals and internal problems can have a negative impact on any nationality team.
Thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed this discussion about the Peruvian national football team.
Thank you for listening and see you next time
Thank
for
you for
more.
listening.
Come
Bye
on,
bye.
Peru!
Thank you.